So you've got your Thanksgiving plans, what you'll bring or cook, but just don't forget about your manners. The worst thing you can do as a guest on Thanksgiving is show up sick. That's according to a survey by BJ's Wholesale Club. People mentioned other things like asking for food or drinks that aren't already out. Showing up early or being the last one to leave or getting too drunk. Well, manners mentor Marilyn McKee says you should also expect to bring something.
A lot of times a host doesn't know what to assign you because they don't know what you're comfortable with. So when you offer to bring something, throw in a few things that you're really good at.
Even if the host insists you don't need to bring food, don't show up empty-handed. McKee says bring a gift, offer to help prepping or maybe serving or cleaning up, or just keep the host company in the kitchen. Also, don't be glued to your phone, socialize.
In other words, go in and find the shyest person in the room and start a conversation with them. Offer to refill drinks when you see people are running low.
So there's always an opportunity for things to go south when heated conversations start. McKee says, be the peacemaker.
Can we just enjoy the meal without the indigestion of anything controversial? We all deserve it.
Also, never complain about the food.
Just, keep your mouth closed about your diet, about everything else. It's a feast. There's something there that you can eat.
And remember, it's Thanksgiving, so be thankful for the food, friends, and family there. Well, welcoming a new baby during the holidays should be a happy occasion. But for families whose babies are in the NICU, it can be a frightening time. One woman has made it her mission to bring comfort to those spending the holidays at the hospital. We'll have that story for you tomorrow.
Well, the kitchen's going to be heating up tomorrow, and that's probably going to be the best place to stay, as it's going to be pretty cool outside. Temperatures only making their way to around 40 degrees. We'll have those clouds around, but at least the wind will be a whole lot lighter, generally under 10 miles per hour. Next few days of your forecast, we'll have those evening showers returning on Friday, lasting throughout pretty much all of our Saturday with a high around 50, a little cooler in that wintry mix late Sunday. Thanks so much for joining us here on The Now, Indy. The news at 6 starts right now.
This is RTV6 News at 6, working for you.
Winds go from 0 to 60 and rip through central Indiana as tens of thousands go without electricity the day before Thanksgiving. Crews work around the clock to get power restored.
Would have never suspected that this could happen in 2 minutes or less time in a parking lot that's busy on a Saturday afternoon full of people.
A quick crime that's costing some truck owners hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. What thieves are after and how you can protect your car.
The house I was in, I think, was empty for like 15 years. So they really gutted it completely and built it from the ground up.
Homes that were once vacant are now rehabbed. Each one is being used to create affordable housing for one group, who in return agrees to give back to the local community.
Creating comfort for those who need every last bit of care. The effort honoring the mission of a woman who has passed and helping cancer patients one stitch at a time.
And as millions set out for Thanksgiving travel and high winds in Indiana and snowstorms west of here, we are working to scope out the conditions to keep your journey smooth. Good evening, I'm Amanda Starrentino.
And I'm Mark Mullins. Tonight, many households in our viewing area are sitting in the dark after Mother Nature took the holiday week into her own hands.
RTV6's Cornelius Hawker joins us live, showing us what some people are now having to figure out how to clean up just a day before the big holiday. Cornelius.
Yeah, Amanda, Mark, right now I'm near I-65 in Keystone, and right back here, this Phillips 66 gas station, the awning. This morning, the guy working at the front told me that the awning just collapsed, and so they have had to tape it off. What happened over here, a guy just walked through and asked, so this morning, the awning, it collapsed because of all the high wind. The awning, it collapsed because of all the high wind. You see it? Yeah, it's right there. And so the store, they've got it closed off, but they are open. And also, people on Twitter, they've been sending us some things. If you can go to that video, pictures of it out of Fortville, you can see a tree went inside of a home. Thankfully, no one was hurt. That woman, Robin Kern, said that it was an unkept property next to them. Now, you mentioned some folks are without power tonight. There's around 10,000 people in the Indianapolis area. If we can get up the IPL outage map, that would be great. You can look at these maps to see where they are fixing outages and how long it took them to fix certain outages. And then if you hop over to the Duke outage map, you can see 2,300 folks are still dealing with no power. But I can tell you, I saw some crews working about an hour ago here in the Indianapolis area, and they were working so fast because it's freezing out here. They want to get the power back on for folks, and they also want to get home to their families because it's Thanksgiving. So if you're out here and you see crews working, you're asked just to give them some room and let them work to get the power on for everyone. Live tonight, working for you, I'm Cornelius Hawker for RTV6.
And as Cornelius mentioned, it is a cold wind. Wind chill temperatures are now in the 20s. How windy today? 62 miles per hour in Montgomery County and Delaware County, Crawfordsville and Muncie, Indy officially with a 60-mile-per-hour gust. The peak wind gust ever recorded in Indianapolis, I don't know the situation around it, 1929, 111 miles per hour. Still some 50-mile-per-hour gusts through about 9 o'clock tonight north of I-70, south of Interstate 70, 40-mile-per-hour gusts. Then we'll continue to wind that down through the overnight. The core of the strong low pressures off to the north and east, that will move to the northeast U.S. just off the coast. That will take the strong winds with it. We'll see much calmer conditions during the day tomorrow. You see our wind already starting to drop. When we think 38-mile-per-hour gusts are good, that shows you what kind of day it's been. By morning, wind will be around 15 miles per hour. A dry day, a cool day, and a much calmer day tomorrow for your Thanksgiving. High temperature optimistically 41 degrees.
Well, at one point, tens of thousands of people across central Indiana went without power today, the day before the biggest cooking holiday of the year. Indianapolis Power and Light and Duke Energy crews were busy restoring power knocked out by down lines and fallen trees thanks to the wind. But the sheer number of customers with no electricity has made it hard for those crews to keep up, meaning many people are left to figure out how to put food on the table for Thanksgiving.
So we are working for you with some quick food safety tips. Harmful bacteria can develop on food left out, doubling in as little as 20 minutes. So keep hot food hot, above 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Keep cold food below 40 degrees. Try to keep your fridge closed to keep in that cool air if you lose power. And if you are desperate, smaller generators range in price and are sold at most stores, even the ones open on Thanksgiving.
Well, it's a quick and easy crime that could end up costing you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars.
An Avon woman is warning pickup truck owners after someone stole her car's tailgate. Working for you, Megan Sanctorum found out how it's happening and how to protect your car.
This is what the back of Nicole Wilson's family pickup truck looks like right now.
It's kind of useless right now. Can't really move anything or do anything with it, so just a hassle.
An unexpected crime as her husband ran into the Plainfield Walmart for a quick errand.
Came out after probably 20 minutes of being inside the store and realized that his tailgate was missing.
Now they're looking at about $2,000 to replace it. Turns out this isn't an isolated incident. Campfield's auto repair shop in Plainfield says the crime is fairly common. In fact, they just finished repairing this truck after its tailgate was stolen as well.
People like to take them. It's quick, easy, and they grab them.
So just how quick and easy is it? We asked Tyler Campfield to show us.
All a thief would have to do is bring...
We've cut the audio, but you can see it doesn't take long. There are a few things you can do to protect your truck, though. Campfield recommends always keeping the tailgate locked and parking in well-lit areas. He says a cheap piece of equipment can also be a major deterrent to would-be thieves.
Put a hose clamp around. You can get them at any parts store for, less than $1. Put it on. Tighten it down with a screwdriver. Most thieves aren't going to have a screwdriver or want to get it. They want quick, easy, get it and go.
And the Wilson family says they'll be doing everything they can to stop this from happening again.
Keeping it locked, everything has to be locked down now, including the tailgate, and just really being more aware of the surroundings. If you see something that looks suspicious in a parking lot with somebody messing with the vehicle, probably a good time to question it and maybe seek authorities to just take a look at it.
Working for you, Megan Sanctorum, RTV6.
And Plainfield police say they are reviewing security footage from the Walmart parking lot, but as of now, they do not have any suspect information.
Thousands of Hoosiers are hitting the road as we speak or taking off at the airport, but they'll also be facing high winds, traffic, and airport lines. RTV6's Stephanie Wade talks with people traveling today and what you need to know if you're one of them.
Today is one of the busiest holidays for travelers, both here at the Indianapolis International Airport and on the roads. One thing they have in common, though, people are keeping a close eye on the weather.
The weather outside is frightful, but this group is so delightful. It's windy.
That it is. But it doesn't mean the wind is stopping travelers from getting home this Thanksgiving. Where are you headed?
We're headed to Solvang, California, just outside of Santa Barbara.
Our dog's name is Arlo.
And you had to have him here
to see his big sister, our daughter, Zoe, who's coming home from college in Boston.
It's already been a busy day at the airport. The airport authority telling RTV6 the wind isn't impacting flights that much or causing any delays. But if you're taking the roads, no, you're not alone. AAA predicts an estimated 49.3 million travelers will be behind the wheel this year for Thanksgiving. That's the most since 2005.
Does everybody have safe travels out there?
Working for you.
Stay in your lane.
Stephanie Wade, RTV6.
A Southside program is helping local artists by putting them in touch with affordable housing.
In return, the artists are committing to improving their community. RTV6's Nicole Griffin is in Garfield Park's neighborhood showing us how.
Walking the streets of her new neighborhood in the Garfield Park community, Erin Harper Vernon sees endless possibilities.
I look to what's going on in this neighborhood and the surrounding neighborhoods and Indianapolis as a whole and trying to think about, well, what projects can I do that connect people?
Erin is an international artist. These are pieces she created featuring her son while working in Sweden. Now that she's back home, she's taking on a new opportunity with the Artists in Public Life Residency Program. It's a chance to get affordable housing while also working with the public to drive positive change in the community.
And I'm still meeting people and trying to really listen to where need is here. Certainly, I can empathize too because just because I'm an artist, I'm also a mom and I live and eat and sleep here too.
Erin is one of 3 artists already living in her home and taking part in this program. And right now they're taking applications for 3 more.
So it's hard to make a living supporting yourself doing this work. We wanted to create a program where artists could give back to the community through their work and have somewhere affordable to live and create a whole community with us here.
The program is a partnership between arts nonprofit Big Car, Riley Area Community Development, and Indianapolis Neighborhood Housing Partnership. Artists who qualify only pay a portion of the cost of their home. In exchange, the artist commits to working for 6 years in support of the community. They also receive $5,000 in down payment assistance.
But when we walked down Cruft Street initially, of the 20 homes down the street, half of them were boarded up.
Now they have 10 homes in the program. 4 still need to be rehabbed. The goal, to give artists a home while they collaborate with neighbors to boost the culture, health, and safety of the community.
I'm excited. I think I feel so graciously, wonderfully invited here, and so does my son.
Working for you on the South Side, Nicole Griffin, RTV6.
And if there is something good going on in your community making positive change, we want to tell that story. Connect with RTV6 by sending a message to workingforyou@rtv6.com or find us on Facebook.
We love telling those kinds of stories, too.
Absolutely. Calling all crafters. It's an effort bringing some happiness to Central Indiana patients.
How one woman's project spawned a mission and how you can knit and pearl some comfort into local lives.
And the rain is long gone, but it will return. I'll have the timeline on that, but this morning's rain all off to the East Coast. We'll talk about what other changes arrive for the weekend coming up.
It's a new look for the Pacers tonight as we give you a little taste of the City Edition jerseys that will be here on the court. Pacers taking on one of the best teams in the West. The Utah Jazz are here. It's Thanksgiving Eve at the Fieldhouse. I'm Brad Brown live. We'll have that for you on the News at 6 coming up.
Dodge Jeep Ram.
The only name you need to know.
This is RTV6 News at 6, working for you.
Volunteers are covering their patients in comfort, and it's a team effort started by one dedicated knitter.
Troy Washington is working for you to bring all the details needed to join the IU Health West program, making a difference for families going through a tough time.
Janina Miller holds the last prayer shawl her mother made before passing away a few months ago.
My mom was very loving, caring person, always wanting to help other people.
Miller's mother, Nancy Murray, stayed dedicated to the program she created a decade ago at IU Health West until her very last days, knitting until she was too sick to carry on.
The prayer shawl program was something that she was very passionate about.
Originally, the shawls were only given to certain patients, but things have changed. The program has evolved over the years. Now shawls are not only given to patients at the end of their life, but also those having a bad day or dealing with a diagnosis. It's estimated that Murray knitted at least 1,200 prayer shawls to bring comfort to patients. Through a serendipitous gesture, Miller found herself feeling the peace during her own tough time.
To receive that gift was very meaningful to us.
Michael Gilbert is the hospital's chaplain. He just happened to bring the Miller family a shawl, not even realizing Murray started the program.
Brought it full circle. It was something that it was her idea. She was very passionate about it.
She says the shawl reminded her that her mother's legacy will live on, and that helps with the grieving process. Working for you in Avon, Troy Washington, RTV6.
You can either knit or crochet a prayer shawl, also known as a prayer blanket. If you want to take part in this program, we have all the details on how to get involved in this story on the RTV6 app and the IndyChannel.com. Kevin, it was probably a good day to stay inside and knit or crochet a little bit. You didn't really want to get out today.
It was tough to do anything outside with the 60-mile-per-hour gust. Different story tomorrow. Bankers Life Fieldhouse will go inside with Brad Brown here in just a couple minutes. Winds are still gusting over 30 miles per hour. Dry and calmer tomorrow. That's your main headline. Rain returns late Friday. I'll define late in 1 second. And Saturday looks to be pretty soggy. This is Friday night, 7 o'clock. You begin to see rain from Indy back toward Crawfordsville, Terre Haute, Bloomington, Sullivan. That will slide to the east. Then overnight into Saturday morning, we'll see an expansion in the coverage of the rainfall and the intensity of the rainfall, and it sets up rain through the day on Saturday. As far as our rainfall potential, could see over an inch. Temperature Saturday rising late in the day, 50. On Sunday, we'll begin to dry out at least in the morning. Then late in the day, Sunday night into Monday, a little rain-snow mix potentially. Temperature at 47. Here's your rainfall potential with this just through Saturday night. Again, we could see another inch of rain. I say another, we fell just short, 9/10 of an inch here in the last 24 hours, but you can see many spots will come close to an inch, if not a little more, as we get through the weekend. Lots of gray for the cloud cover. Storm system pulling away. Challenge tomorrow, will they or will they not be able to have the balloons for the Macy's parade? I think they make that decision tomorrow morning. 44-mile-per-hour gust in Peru, 41 in Indianapolis. It's that combination now with the colder air pouring in and the strong winds. Makes it feel like 29 in Indianapolis, 26 up in Peru. Tomorrow's temperature, just 41 for the high. That's optimistically speaking. Won't see a lot of sunshine as we get to Friday. Temperatures in the 40s once again, 44. Noontime temperature tomorrow, lower 40s. We don't budge from that much. Biggest change from today, obviously, will be the wind, much calmer. Temperatures below average through the state. There's the northwest wind, gusting maybe to 15 miles per hour, a whole lot better than today. Friday forecast, we set the stage for the rain Friday night. The clouds will increase, temperature of about 44. Rain sticks around through Saturday night into early Sunday morning, but returns with a little rain-snow mix Sunday night into Monday morning. Tuesday and Wednesday, we settle back into our work routine.
That's right. Next week. That's the future there.
Few days.
Well, time now to check in with RTV6 Sports' Brad Brown, who is live at Bankers Life Fieldhouse tonight ahead of the Pacers home game there. Hey, Brad.
Not just any home game here tonight. It is the first City Edition home game of the 2019-20 season. We got our first look at these jerseys last week at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and tonight they're going to be on the court for the very first time. Photographer Tony Grant will give you the close-up here. Just some great elements here, racing-inspired. You see that checkered flag vertical stripe with the Pacers logo, the old Grand Prix-inspired numbers as well. Just a cool look as well. We'll turn and give you a look at the backside of what that's going to be tonight. All this gear available at the Pacers team shop, Pacers.com. Just a really cool look all around. around, and a lot of that stuff going to start looking good. First of 16 times we'll see it here this season. Let's take you back to Monday night. The Pacers last time out, a 126-114 win over Memphis. They really controlled the game from the very start. 36 points in the first quarter. They kept it going from there, led by as many as 29 as the game went on. TJ Warren scored 26 points, 19 for Jeremy Lamb, as well as the Pacers are now 7-2 here at Bankers Life Fieldhouse so far this season.
It was great ball movement, and I think everybody's been putting in extra work, and it feels good for it to pay off. We was feeding off each other on the court. We was also feeding off the bench. The bench was very live. Our crowd was amazing.
IU grad Juwan Morgan playing for the Utah Jazz here tonight as well. He signed with the Utah roster at the end of last week and performed really well with their G League team in Salt Lake City to start the season. Got the call up. Still waiting for his first NBA minutes here in the league. We'll see if he gets a chance here to take the court here tonight. Also, Bojan Bogdanovic coming back here with the Utah Jazz, averaging 21 points per game this season. Donovan Mitchell leading the Jazz at 25. Potential for a great matchup here tonight as we head into this holiday weekend. We'll have highlights for you coming up tonight on the news at 11. Pacers are home for this one. They play 5 straight on the road after this, and then the December calendar includes the Clippers, the Celtics, the Lakers, and the Raptors. Some good tickets to be had there if you're looking for some holiday gifts coming up here this weekend. Let's get a look at the Colts this afternoon. Practice getting going here for Week 13. Their regular season rematch against the Titans comes up this weekend. You got to go clear back to Week 2 for the first one when the Colts won in Nashville. They'll play here this Sunday. The offense was able to run the ball pretty well last week against the Texans, but they're still looking for some balance, something that was very evident in our chat today with head coach Frank Reich.
We need to be better in the passing game, and that's all of us. So the thing with Jacoby, he's so mentally tough. He's like the rest of us. We all want to take responsibility, but he's doing a good job. I'm looking forward to this week. He'll have another great week of practice, be another week healthier, and I think we'll all have a good outing.
This is a crucial game in the standings because the Colts and Titans are tied for second place in the AFC South. Essentially, the loser of this game just might fall out of playoff contention. The Steelers and Raiders are also 6-5. All those teams fighting for the second wild card spot in the playoffs. Even if the Colts win out, they still need a little help to get themselves a spot in the postseason against Sunday, 1 o'clock at Lucas Oil Stadium against the Titans. All right, we're getting set for this one here tonight with the Pacers and the Jazz. Look at that. That's some good-looking stuff right there. The City Edition on the court. We'll have that for you coming up tonight on the news at 11. Hope you have a great Thanksgiving weekend. We'll see you back with more high school football state finals coming up on Friday and Saturday, and a whole lot more going on here downtown. Time for a final break. We're back to wrap up the news at 11. The news at 6 first, next.
Easy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
Well, we now have an image of a man suspected of stealing a car with a small child inside of it this week.
That tops our RTV6 news feed tonight.
Greenwood investigators say this man may have stolen a car from the Road Ranger truck stop at I-65 in Main Street yesterday with a 3-year-old boy in the back seat. That boy was dropped off about 9 miles away in Indianapolis and soon reunited with his mom. And the stolen car was found later in a Southside hotel parking lot.
Those high winds caused all kinds of issues today. Check out these images from the interstate. They say this semi-trailer was blown over by high winds as it traveled on I-65 south earlier today, just south of the exit for State Road 44 near Franklin. Police say the trailer was empty at the time and no one was hurt.
It was definitely the north-south roads that were the toughest for truckers because the wind is blowing into the side of the truck versus either going with the wind or into it. Temperatures tomorrow, upper 30s to low 40s. We'll hold on to the cloud cover and the wind will be much calmer. See the turkey in the lower right there?
Oh, I see him there.
He's making his move.
Oh, he's making that move.
Getting out of town.
He's coming.
Right, getting out of town.
We're leaving.
That's going to do it for us on RTV6 News at 6. World News with David Muir is next.
And we'll be right back here at 7. We'll see you then.